Category suggestions. You don't need to stream the most popular games to grow. Streaming in categories that are well-loved and watched by viewers, but aren't being streamed by many creators may increase your chances of being discovered. So this is absolutely a discovery play in order to attempt to help creators find audiences and vice versa, help audiences find creators streaming a game that they particularly like. Try one of our suggestions for your next stream. So I do kind of want to, there's a few different thoughts that I have on this, but let's just kind of look through this first. Most recent stream. So this, I presume, is the game that you most recently played. Horizon Zero Dawn, viewers 3-to-1 channel. The total number of people watching versus the total number of channels that were streaming it. And they made these recommendations based upon a calculation that includes ranked by factors such as average hours viewed versus hours broadcast. So in this case, if somebody played Apex Legends for 1 hour, but there was a total of 28 hours of watch time, that's how you get a 28-to-1 ratio here. And it's based upon the last 7 days of data, so it does kind of give a trailing average. So it's reactive rather than proactive. And it does exclude outliers like large partner channels, which I do think is a particularly important thing, because if you have XQC play anything, that game blows up to be the #1 game on Twitch. And so you don't want to necessarily include your outliers in the overall recommendation engine for this kind of content, or for this kind of suggestion system. So as you can see here, if somebody played Horizon Zero Dawn, they have a 3-to-1 viewer ratio over on Apex Legends. This is your top suggestion, 28-to-1. Cyberpunk 2077, 16-to-1. Overwatch 7-to-1. Ghost of Tsushima, 4-to-1. And you do have some filtering options here. You can go into genres and select a type of game that you would like to play. If there's something in particular that you are particularly fond of, RPGs, mystery, whatever. And then languages, of course, if you are an English content creator, you're probably not going to necessarily want to look at the recommendations based upon Spanish. You do want recommendations that are made for you. The intriguing part of this, or perhaps the not intriguing part, perhaps the very obvious part of this, is that this exists already. This has been something that other websites have for years offered to creators. And perhaps one of the most widely known one is TwitchStrike, where you can go, you can enter in your average number of viewers, and you can generate a report based upon what game you should probably play. Channels above you, channels under you, 276, based upon your average of 5 viewers in the English language. Let's say I have 50 viewers. What should I be playing to best maximize your potential of getting discovered? Call of Duty Modern Warfare. There would be 6 channels above me. This is how, when you go to a channel page, the primary means of discovery currently, other than, viewer recommendation, which would be to say, hey, we're going to raid a channel, is to come to a browse page and see that it is ranked from highest to lowest in viewership, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, etc., right? Obviously, as anybody who knows SEO and appearing on Google and what that actually means in terms of your front top 10 page results, getting a first page position is the best thing that you can do for your career. For a website, it is everything. It is why people pay for Google AdWords to appear at the top, because they know that people won't search any further. So if you can play a game that puts you in one of these positions, that's ultimately much better for you and your chance of getting discovered. So again, it does already kind of exist here in TwitchStrike. There's also my favorite, Sullygnome. You can choose your channel viewership. Let's do this at 50. Sullygnome's version is actually a lot more customizable. You can actually kind of narrow in on what you actually want to achieve. So again, max estimated directory position. So if you want to be no further than this position in the directory, you can actually choose that with his system. Game viewership, obviously you want a baseline of 50. Viewership trend, you want it to be going up. Viewership trends over 3 days, it doesn't really necessarily matter because that's too short a time frame. And then again, here, find games, and let's see what it recommends to me. Amnesia, The Dark Descent, Estimated position, 2. Viewer ratio, 14.3. Where does that viewer ratio sound familiar? Oh, viewer ratio. So they are Twitch is kind of eating other third-party services' lunch the same way that they've done with like BTTV in terms of animated emotes and some other features as well. It really does go to show that Twitch is looking at the community, looking at third-party developers who have created services for the community and going, what can we use? What is helpful and beneficial to creators that perhaps doesn't necessarily get widely known? I don't think a lot of people... maybe Sully would know. I'm sure Sully would know. But I don't think that a lot of people are actively using Sully's recommendation engine or TwitchStrike. I think that these are kind of more niche things that people who kind of go a little bit deeper into understanding their viewership and growing an audience, they actually kind of find out about these services. So to have it natively available on Twitch, I think is a benefit overall. I think this is a good thing to see them doing. It is reactive, right? It is reactive, so it's not a proactive thing. It is based upon data over the last 7 days, which doesn't... It's not inherently terrible, but you can't predict what the viewership is going to be over the next foreseeable future, right? So you know, that's something to keep in mind. This is not a golden ticket. This is not a guarantee that you're going to boost your viewership. And they even say it may increase your chances of being discovered. So people should not look at this as a golden ticket. This will be available to select channels on your creator dashboard. The overall testing of it is probably going to be pretty limited at first, and if it is successful, it'll get released to other creators. But you know, I like that they're actually doing things and bringing things to the service to hopefully increase the overall value of being an affiliate. Because again, this does mostly impact smaller creators. As you grow, generally speaking, you find your audience, you find your community, and you're not going to be switching games every single day. These recommendations refresh every single day. But as you are small and growing, maybe there is an opportunity to play a variety of games, and this may offer that kind of customizability to day in and day out play a different game. Now, again, if you're a smaller creator and you have access to all these games, great. But a lot of people don't have a endless budget to spend on games, so some of these suggestions may not be the best. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you click like, click subscribe up there, and then watch this video. What else you gotta do? You're on YouTube anyways, you might as well watch something else. It's right there. I don't think that this is going... Again, as I said, this will not be the golden ticket to discovery. It is not going to be a golden ticket for community. It will be... like Twitch, another tool in the tool belt that, and I hate to say this, but I'll probably be proven right, that will end up in the graveyard, the Twitch graveyard, in 2 years. Because they'll say, yeah, nobody really uses it, so we have decided to retire it. Just saying. Just saying. I might be wrong, but maybe not.